Hello, my beautiful friends. It is your girl, Professor Nurse Ray. It is Monday and I have a day off today, so I said, why not make a video and update myself and you on my progress so far. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Ray. I'm a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for over 20 years. My background is trauma and critical care. I went back for my master's and completed my PhD just last year. And my PhD dissertation was on long-term outcomes, bariatric surgery. What does long-term outcomes look like for females? And I could have done a meta-analysis with all the research that I read. A meta-analysis is a big summary of all the research that's out there as far as peer-reviewed research with really good design methodology. So not all research is equal, right? If your research methodology and your design is flawed, more than likely your results will be flawed as well. It will affect your results. So what I was reading, I was extremely selective in reading the research articles that was out there on bariatric surgery in females and outcomes and weight regain specifically. And the articles that I chose to spend my time on were the ones that had really good design methodology, meaning it was nice and clean, very minimal variables, the demographics were good, you had a really, as much as possible, homogeneous sample where as much variables as you can avoid. So meaning, just in English, it was a nice, simple study that had good reports, and they reported both positive and negative. So just in summary, I'm not going to bore you with all the research, but 12 months to 18 months out, people start to gain weight after weight loss surgery. I'm 7 years post VSG, and I'm here to tell you that weight loss surgery is not a magic bullet. Those of you who've had weight loss surgery, who follow my channel, and those of you who are thinking about weight loss surgery, you have to understand that, and I know you'll agree with me, those of you who are veterans out there, that it takes an entire lifestyle change and flip of a mindset and a learned behavior and learned emotions and learned behavior and lived experience to really change a whole set of ingrained habits that have caused us to become obese. So we became obese. A lot of us were not obese all our lives. Some of us have gained the weight or slowly gained the weight, or just because of life situations have gained weight in a short amount of time. And then we had comorbidities like myself, diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, and just walking, ticking time bomb, right? So what I'm here to tell you is that it didn't happen overnight. And after the weight loss surgery, you certainly need to have a set plan. You have to be able to be consistent with your plan so that post weight loss surgery you do not end up in some of those pitfalls. So the research is saying if a weight loss surgery patient lost 100 pounds, they're gaining back within the first year to 18 months 20% of their weight. Okay, slowly but surely. And I can tell you this, I can't tell you how many times I've been either direct messaged or emailed, or people log on to my YouTube and ask me for my email because they want to pass some of their personal information to me and share their experience, because they are seeing what the research is reporting. They are seeing the regain, and they are struggling emotionally, and they're struggling psychologically. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. You are not alone, okay? And I'm also here to tell you that although weight loss surgery is not a magic bullet, you are better off today than the day that you had the surgery. If you are a veteran and you've lost weight, even with the regain, you are better off today than the day you opted for surgery. Just think back on the day that you opted for surgery, and you're going to have that surgery, and you were all in, and you knew you were all in because you were tired, sick, and you were wanting to change your life. And I'm here to tell you that despite the struggle of every day, the struggles with food and perhaps even alcohol, perhaps other things, every day you are still a better person today than you were the day that you had your surgery, health-wise. So I'm not going to ramble on about the psychological piece. I'm actually here today because I don't want to get too heavy, but I do want to share just a simple, very cliche thing, but it really makes sense, and it just hopefully will help you, because I pay $250 a month to train with this wonderful coach. Her name is Marisa de Guzman Ciccone, and she's on Instagram as IFBB Pro Marisa, Meriza. She is a beautiful example of a 47-year-old woman, what a woman's skin could look like, what their body could look like. And she's a professional bodybuilder, she's a professional athlete, so what you're going to see is she's extremely fit, hard body, just gorgeous. And those are my goals, and if I can even just look half as decent as she looks, I mean, she's just beautiful. But anyhow, I pay $250 a month, and she gives me extremely practical approaches to really understand why she's making me do the things that I'm doing. I have to be honest, my full intention when I first signed up with her was to do a bikini show. It's on my bucket list, and I'm putting it out there to maybe before I turn 50 do a bikini show, just to prove to myself that I have the perseverance and I have the discipline to partake in that kind of lifestyle. And it is an extreme lifestyle. It's not for everybody. It's a weird sport. There's a lot of science behind it, and not everybody's on steroids, contrary to popular belief. I'm sure there are a few of the elite athletes that compete in the Olympian, like the national physique contest shows. The national physique contest show is called the Olympia, and it happens every year in Las Vegas. It is the show to attend, and what you see is there are a lot of steroids there, because they don't that league does not test for steroids. However, this is not about bodybuilding. I'm just here to tell you that I'm learning quite a lot about nutrition and fitness, and I've graduated from the basics of nutrition and fitness, and I feel like I'm at more of an intermediate level when it comes to nutrition and fitness, and I'm sharing what I'm learning with you. I have my trusty whatever diary that I write notes in, and today's tip is 8 minutes into the video is water. So drinking half a gallon to a gallon of water every day is going to, number one, it's going to transport all your hormones and all of your nutrients and micronutrients, macronutrients, which is your protein, fat, and carbohydrates, and your micronutrients, which are all your electrolytes, all those like your zinc, your copper, your selenium, all those things that are so important in weight loss. And without proper hydration, your body will start to signal cravings of sugar, cravings of salt, and it will also signal cravings of fat. And it's because water is the conduit, and it's the conduit for all cells, and it transports, blood. If you take blood from a person, whole blood from a person, you spin it down, 70% of that blood is water. 70%. So if you can imagine, if all our hormones and our micro and macronutrients are being transported through the blood, then if you are dehydrated, you are not transporting your macros and your nutrients and your hormones efficiently, and your body will recognize that as not only dehydration, but it will start to crave. You will crave lots of different bad foods because your body is not absorbing what it needs to absorb because you are dehydrated. That's it. My tip. It's 10 minutes. Love you all. Thank you for joining me. It is your girl, Professor Nurse Ray. And really quickly, my knees are so achy, but here I am at 135 pounds. God bless you all. Wishing you a wonderful week. Bye.